pleasant good morning to you. My name is Dr. Adrian Daisley and I am a certified life coach. And today I want to talk about to do or to be. And we always hear it, to be or not to be. We've heard that was one of the slogans in the past. But it's amazing that that is one of the principles that need to be fleshed out in our lives. Everything in society says to you to do. Do this, do that. But we're never told to be. And if we're told to be, it is along the lines of being is doing, so what you do is who you are. This is not true. You do because you are. You do because you are. And it is out of who you are that you do. Many people say, well, Dr. Daisley, it is difficult when you live in a society of people saying to you and asking you questions always along the lines of what do you do? Whenever I go to a cocktail party, most of my colleagues will be like, so what do you do? New acquaintances, so what do you do? And you know, at first you are always stunned by the question. You're not stunned by the awkwardness of the question, but the pervasiveness of how people are so locked in a mentality of doing rather than being. And it is said that man is a machine. And we have bought this lie, so our lives have been mirrored by only what we can do. We associate with people based on what they can do. We big people up according to what they can do. And if you look at retirement, retirement is always wrapped around what a person did. But a funeral is wrapped around who a person was. So why is it that we get the greatest speeches at death's door? He was like this, he was like that. You never ever heard at a funeral, he did this. Except it's along the lines of what he did and how he helped people in doing that. And I am concerned because I have stepped outside of the box that suggests that you are what you do. And the more I talk to people, the more they say to me, it is interesting to look out in life and to find people at 30, 40, 50 in disarray trying to figure out what do they do with their life rather than who are they in their life. And the more we live, the more we speak to people, the more we interact, the more we realize that the world is smothered in this form of thinking. And it is mainly because we are afraid of the future. I submit we are afraid of the future, so we are always trying to concoct some form of solution now. We're trying to combat problems that will come up tomorrow, today. But we haven't even begun to deal with us. We haven't begun to deal with the day that we're living in right now. We haven't been able to grapple with some of the hard questions that are being asked, some of the philosophical arguments that are being put out there. But we're always trying to fix this and fix that and fix the next. And we're trying to fix the future. How can we fix the future if we can't fix now? And when I say now, you are now. You are now. And if you can't address you being, you can't address you doing. Because out of being flows doing. It is not the other way around. Society has taught us how to fix in outside in. So we put up all of these facades that pretend we have it together. We put up all of these facades that as long as people don't know who I really am, they'll be comfortable because I can speak well, I can do this well, I can do that well. But it only takes about 3 to 6 months for people to really get to know who you are. And in thinking about life, I realize that because we're so embedded in what you do is who you are, that you hear on television daily. This person being upgraded to this position because of what they've done. It's never ever because of who they are. And the people who are promoted because of who they are generally people who are spiritual. I am very, very aware that we're living in a day of spiritual evolution. And things are changing whether we want it to or not. Things are going to expand and possibly explode. There are things that are going to come on the horizon to challenge the very existence of man. And what type of people will we be to fight these challenges that will come? What you do will be of very little consequence when you are faced with an alien invasion, when you're faced with an entity outside of yourself that is not caught up or can't be bought or can't be persuaded by what you do. I say blessed is the man that can't be bought. For that man who cannot be bought is the man that you want to sell your products. That is the man that you want at the forefront of what you're doing. Not the people that can easily be bought or can be bought off easily. We live in a society that money talks. So we have corrupt governments, we have corrupt politicians, we have corrupt business people, we have corrupt leaders, we have corrupt pastors. People who are in it only for the bottom dollar. But I speak good things toward you today. I speak good things at you. And I say to you today, stay tuned with us. I'm Dr. Adrian Daisley and I'm talking to you about being is not doing and doing is not being. Thank you.